Hello YouTube, we are back with another video. I hope everyone is having a great day. You join me in the car, obviously, where myself and Charl next to me. I would spin it round to her, but I believe it's on the face tracking. So we've got Charl with us today. Say hello. Yo people. So we are off to the Physique Club today, which is a gym in Loughborough. If you haven't been, I highly recommend going. We are off to see two clients of mine. We have got Sid and we have got Harley. Harley is doing the same show as Toby, which is WNBF First Timers, and she is doing figure. So she is 16 weeks out as of today. We'll have a look at her. She is coming off the back of having a high day on Thursday because she dropped 2.5 kilos overnight, and I thought, what is going on here? So she dropped from around 62.5 to the low 60s, so 2.5 kilos down, topped us straight back up again, weight came back up, and then we're going to be seeing her today, which is going to be very good. But as always, thank you for tuning in. Whether you're doing cardio, you're just chilling, whatever, thank you as always. And everyone actually really enjoyed the interaction with Charl. People actually messaged me saying that they believed Charl about the opera. I don't like opera, right? But everyone believed it because Charl said it. Don't believe anything that comes out of that lady's mouth.
Oh, it should be my YouTube channel.
Maybe it should be. Maybe we can have a joint YouTube channel. But we have stopped off at Tesco. We have had our cream of rice, core on tour. If you know, you know. We're around 45 minutes away from the gym. Harley has got a posing lesson with Sanaya, so we are going to be seeing her there, and then we'll go train with her and Sid after. So cannot wait. Legs on the cards. The Physique Club, Loughborough, Charlio in the house, and also as well, we're going to answer a few questions which I'm going to get on the old Instagram. But we'll see you soon.
Hey guys, it's Nicole. I have, it's keeping it on me. Yeah. Bloody hell. We have Tom here, and I just thought I'd join you because he's erratic driving. I keep doing it again. This is so bad. I could not be a vlogger. Anyway guys, I just thought I would just come and talk to the camera because I am going to be in Tom's YouTubes more often soon because I'll be going to his client shows, but I don't normally come with Tom on his travels. However, I thought Physique Club seems pretty decent, and Harley's a freak, so it's only right that I come and have a look. But I've got legs today. Tom has got. Have you got legs?
I have got legs. What's your session going to be?
I don't know. Just it's in a different gym, so as long as I do a squat press, I'm pretty happy. But
you got to tell them how to manage training when you go to a different gym.
Oh my goodness. When I go to another gym, gosh, I just get so frustrated because it's not the exact same piece of equipment and it's not the same brand of equipment. It's Nautilus, it's a Cybex.
How are you going to progress?
Oh my god, I just can't. I haven't even got my logbook. For God's sake, I've got a different pen, which means I'm not going to progress. I've got seated ham. I don't know what order it is, I can't remember, but I think I've got like adductor, seated ham. I've got a glute drive today. I've got a glute drive? I'm doing a glute drive today. Squat press. I've got the Cybex one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for that, guys, I can progress. But that's pretty much it. What have you got?
This is where coach mode has to become. Athlete mode is completely out of the equation. I do whatever Harley is doing, which is glute drive, lying hamstring curl, seated hamstring curl, then it will be squat press, and then it will be leg extension. So, which suits me perfectly because I've got small glutes. So
that is very, very true. Tom holds all of his fat on his ass, and it makes me very jealous. Because when I first got with Tom, he actually had a massive ass, and I was like, how? I think it's from all them scrums in rugby.
Yeah, and then I got pretty lean, then I realised I had no glutes at all.
It's got a fat bunda. But any other questions?
I've got no questions, but yeah, just some informative
info for you guys. Anyway, see ya.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Nice. That's a great shot.
Big fan. I put both hands together now, don't you?
Guy's got chest striations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Action. We're here again. Post-workout. Sorry if I sound... frazzled is the word. It's because I am. I did get a few clips, but we was training with Sid and Harley, and to be honest, the session was just going really, really well. So the last thing I wanted to do was actually get the camera out, to be honest, which was really nice. So I got the leg extension recorded, and if I can put the pendulum set on at some point and put a voiceover, I will do. But Harley is 16 weeks out from WNBF first timers. This week she had a high day on Thursday, like I mentioned, and she's in a fantastic spot. Really, really happy. I don't know whether did the camera pick up everything? Yeah. So Charl behind the camera, Charl Visuals. Thank you for getting that, by the way. Going through some posing. So she poses with Sanaya, and Sanaya is the partner of Reese and Finn own that gym. Fantastic gym. If you are in the area of Loughborough, the Physique Club is probably the place to train. So whenever Harley gets a session with Sanaya, I always make sure that I come over here as well, look over her pose, and then make sure everything's all good, which is once a month. So this is why, as a coach, it's super important to actually go and see your clients in person. You get a greater understanding of what their body composition is like, and also as well, you get to train with them, which is perfect. So I always make the effort to go and train with clients, especially in prep, but also ones that are out of prep as well. But I always make sure that I fit my schedule to their schedule, because in prep, if you know you're in prep, when you have a certain routine and you go outside of that routine with travel, go and see a coach, which is sometimes even 2.5, 3 hours away, whatnot, it's just taking you out of your routine. So I'll always try and accommodate and try and meet them halfway, or even travel to them for most people. So that's the case there. But she's in a fantastic position. We fed her up on Thursday. We saw scale weight come back up, and then we're just going to head back down again. And we're in a position where we can do that. We're far ahead, and upper to lower. Her lower for females is always going to be but sort of slower to come in, because that's where they hold most of their adipose tissue and their fat. So from an upper perspective, she's got delt striations, chest striations. So it's just from the lower perspective and a little bit more from the upper. So in a great spot. We have now got post-workout, and then we are going to head back. But it was a great session. It was great to see Harley. It was great to see Sid. Great to get a session in. And we are back here again in roughly around 5 to 6 weeks, where she'll be 10 weeks out, and then I'll see her at 6 weeks out, then I'll see her at 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, and then I'll be there on our show day. So that is it wrapped up. I think they call it TPC review. Fantastic. My sort of gym, a little bit smaller. Everyone in there is great. You can tell everyone loves to train. The music's great as well. The people behind the desk are fantastic. So, and they got good light and they got a good posing room. So everything that you want from a gym, they've got it. So fantastic. But that is 2 first-timers seen this week. 2 first-timers that are ahead. 2 first-timers that are enjoying their process. And that's exactly what makes me happy. That's what fulfills me. So we're going to eat this now. Charl's hand is probably going numb from holding this really steadily. But anyway, we'll see you for post-workout, which my post-workout has actually been reduced from 90 grams of rice to 70 grams of rice. So that is the change for this week. I am currently 8 pounds down in the last 2 weeks, and I am 14 pounds down in 4 weeks. So the diet's going well. I've got a client meet up in 10 weeks, which I'm dieting for, because like I mentioned before in one of my previous videos, I don't want to get mugged by all my clients. So got something to diet for, which I don't really usually do, but it's just nice to have that external motivator to diet for. And everyone knows going to be in a good spot. So it's going to be a good day. Got that organised. Keep your eyes out, because I'm going to go through that on a YouTube video, because we've got a lot of stuff planned. But anyway, enough talking, enough waffling. I need some food. Yes, people, you join me on another day. I believe the last time you saw me was Saturday, where I was talking post-workout in the car after seeing Harley and Sid. We are now on the way to Meritor Gym, Saltney, to see Jake. I have just stopped off for pre-workout. So whenever I am going anywhere, I make pre-workout. My pre-workout is 90 grams of cream of rice, 5 grams of coconut oil, 80 grams of banana, and 50 grams of whey. That is my pre-workout. So I find somewhere to stop off. We have got a nice Tesco now, and I like to eat this a little bit over an hour, just because I'm sitting down. I like to leave a little bit earlier, eat a little bit earlier, and then I can get to the gym that I'm training at and probably go for like a 5-10 minute walk, which I usually do anyway, but specifically on days when I'm traveling, it just allows the food to get moving, especially after sitting down after I think it's about an hour and 45 minutes myself to travel there. And I went on a podcast last week with Jack Archer. If you haven't watched it, give it a watch. And they asked me what is the difference in terms of successful online coaches and ones that aren't. And I'm not saying by any means that I'm successful, but one thing that I found massively helpful was organisation and routine. When you travel, for example, on Saturday, it's just not that Saturday, and also as well today, that we're getting organised for. It's the fact of, okay, I have to go to bed a little bit earlier, so I have to wake up a little bit earlier and do cardio. I've got a lot of check-ins on a Monday as well, so then I've got to get my check-ins in a shorter time period. So I've got to wake up, do steps, do cardio, but also got to make my meals. That's made fresh, but I make my post-workout and my meal one already, so I haven't got to worry about that. And these are the things when it comes down to online coaching, where you've got to always be organised and have that routine set, so you can interchange things whenever. So right now it is 11:45. Most of my check-ins have been done, and when I mean most, I mean every single check-in has been done. Cardio, 8,000 steps, and then I can get some steps in prior to our session, and then we're going to train push with Jake. He's had his high day on Saturday, so if anything, we're going to have a real nice look where fullness is going to be really high. He's going to shift the extracellular fluid that he's been holding over the high day of yesterday, and he drops back down to baseline today with scale weight. So should be a really nice look. Make sure he's all good, and then off the back of today, see if we need to make any changes. But we are on our way now. I'm going to eat this and head off to Meritor Saltney.
midsection tight. Yeah. You need to make it more sort of like midsection through, then even like at high midsection, like breathe out. So use this arm to cover your midsection out, breathe out. Yeah, good. Go in. You hard midsection, get that breathe up. And then twist. Yeah. And then you finish off. It's great. I think we can get more out of this stuff. It's quick there. Yeah. Because now I can see everything going there. Glue. I want to show you this off. That's all going in. That will all come in. So they're not that one. Yeah. So a little bit more. Yeah. So you can see the hip flex coming in. I really do like that. Really nice. Really nice.
And that, guys, is a wrap on the day. We finished that posing with Jake. He is looking absolutely on the money for 7 weeks out. He has got a very long season ahead. I say long, he has got 7 weeks until his first show. And then after that, his season spans across 8 weeks, with every 2 weeks having a show. So we want to make sure that we're bringing him in absolutely perfect for the first show, and then the look can progressively get better as the season goes on. You'll find that what happens in people's competitive seasons is that the look will fade just because they haven't mapped out their show season to the point where we want to come in perfect relative to that first show, and then we can make the look progressively better, refine it with the tools that we have. A lot of people, they use all their tools at the start, and the next thing you know, towards the back end, it creates adrenal stress, oxidative stress with other things in play, and then next thing you know, how many times have we said that person probably died for a little bit too long? So he's been in prep now since the start of the year. So at the start of his prep, he will be on the start of his show. Sorry, he will be around 14 weeks into prep, making it around sort of a 22 week prep total. So we've worked it out fantastically. But we actually ended up going via Wrexham on the way back and saw Charlie, who's another client of mine. So it's been a busy day, and we're literally just getting back now, and it is 6:30, and we left the house at 10:15 this morning. But we have got another meal here, which is 100 grams of pineapple. We have got 50 grams of rice, and we have got like a Mexican style sort of chicken, goodness me, chicken, peppers and mushrooms. That's my meal. But thank you guys for coming along with me to see clients of mine over Saturday and Monday. This week is very busy for myself as well, but this is what it is. This is what I love to do. This is why I travel up and down the country, literally to see clients, to make sure they're all good. And people think that it is goes out of their way. In actual fact, if anything can be done, you just can make sure it's organised, get the routine sorted, and then you can go and see your clients. Obviously, I know I have clients all over the place, but I always try and make my efforts to go see people all the time, especially when they're in prep, but or at the end of certain phases, to make sure that we have a clear direction, understanding, and how we can map out the next phase. But that is it for everyone. That is it for everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and we will see you in the next one. Peace. Hasta luego. Ciao for now.